It's Week 9 of the NFL, and we'll get to see the Eagles' star linebacker. He was a wrecking crew 1 week ago with 15 tackles. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 6 catches, 90 yards. Off the play fake. McCarthy, this one deep for Wilson.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
On 1st down, McCarthy to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Now Carter to start the drive. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. There's what Carter did in last week's effort. 14 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments and having to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Escapes the sack. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Fighting through pressure. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? Under pressure, they got him again. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Carter.
There's a nice move. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Running left on the handoff, Carter.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a handoff up the middle. Berger.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Here's Johnson with a reception. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Operating from the gun. McCarthy.
Again, it's Johnson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Off play action. McCarthy. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Pushing his way through.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And out now come the Eagles.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a throw here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Buccaneers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bears seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Panthers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Okay,
this was an
Coach,
extremely
thanks as
one-sided
always to you
first
and the
half.
gang in
One team showed up,
as we
ready to
welcome
go.
everyone back
The
in
other's
for
been in
quarter
a
number
daze
3.
thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up
And a good return as
significantly.
he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. No gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On third down, McCarthy got his man complete over the middle. That's more. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They're going to look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. New York set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing again. McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Throwing on first down. McCarthy.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, complete. That's Morris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but the same...
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, they need 2. Here's third down.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, McCarthy.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. McCarthy. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Wide open receiver complete. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He's got a first and maybe more.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.